Today, I'll be going over the top vintage Yu-Gi-Oh sales of promos and non-core set cards from April 11th through April 17th. Let's kick things off with the top video game promo sales. Number 10. From SDD, we have the secret rare monster card, Valkyrion the Magna Warrior. This is a PSA 10, pop 84, selling at auction for $276. That one's down 35% from its all-time high of $425 back in July of 2020. This card seems pretty undervalued to me. It's a PSA 10 and extremely old, yet the market only demands $276 for it. Number 9. We have a GBI secret rare monster card, Winged Dragon of Ra. It's a PSA 9, pop 130, selling as a buy it now for $354. This one's down 57% from the all-time high of $820 back in March of 2021. I'd honestly rather have the PSA 10 Valkyrion than a PSA 9 God card. The populations on those God cards are just way too large for my liking. Number 8. We have the PCY secret rare monster card, Dark Magician. It's a PSA 10, pop 154, selling as a buy it now for $360. This one's down 58% from its all-time high of $850 back in February of 2021. There's always room in the top 10 for more PSA 10 Dark Magician cards, no matter which artwork. Number 7. We have a GBI ultra rare monster card, the Winged Dragon of Ra. It's a PSA 10, pop 152, selling as a buy it now for $425. Now this one's down 68% from the all-time high of $1,325 back in October of 2020. This is our first time seeing an ultra God card in the top 10, and you'd really think that we'd be seeing more with the high populations of those. Number 6. We have a GBI secret rare monster card, the Winged Dragon of Ra. This one's a BGS 9.5, selling as a buy it now for $544. This seems like a low price to me for a 9.5, although cards do seem to lose a bit of value when graded by BGS compared to PSA. Number 5. From the game Dark Duel Stories, we have the secret rare monster card, Blue-Eyes White Dragon. This one's just a PSA 4, a pop 23, but still sells as a buy it now for $900. This one's actually the exact same price as its all-time high, $900, back in October of 2021. This PSA 4 is the lowest grade of any top promo sale from this week. Number 4. We have the GBI secret rare monster card, the Winged Dragon of Ra. It's a PSA 10, pop 313, selling as a buy it now for $994. It's down 50% from its all-time high of $1,999 back in October of 2021. It seems like the PSA 10 GBI God cards have leveled out right around $1,000. Number 3. We have a GBI secret rare monster card, Slifer the Sky Dragon. It's a PSA 10, pop 299, selling as a best offer for $1,300. Now this one's down 74% from that all-time high of $5,000 back in January of 2021. Now despite being number 3 on the week, Slifer is the highest selling PSA 10 card on this list. Number 2. From the game Dark Duel Stories, we have the secret rare monster card, Blue-Eyes White Dragon. It's a PSA 7, pop 41, selling as a buy it now for $2,300. That's a drop of 18% from the all-time high of $2,800 back in October of 2020. No matter what the grade, DDS Blue-Eyes will always have a spot near the top of the weekly sales list. Number 1. From the game Dark Duel Stories, we have the secret rare monster card, Blue-Eyes White Dragon. This one's a BGS 9. The PSA pop on that is 147. It's sold as a buy it now for $5,000. It's down 47% from the all-time high of $9,500 back in February of 2021. It's interesting to see that PSA 10 copies are selling for just about double the price of PSA 9 copies. I'm curious how well that ratio holds up for other popular cards. Before we get into the top 10 sales of the past week, I'd like to announce this video's giveaway. I'll be giving away a Cursive Dragon and Maneater Bug from Legend of Blue-Eyes to one of my subscribers who likes this video and comments letting me know your favorite card from this week's list. Now on to the tin promo sales of the past week. I've got 5 notable sales to discuss. Number 5. From Collector's Tin 1, we have the secret rare monster card, Insect Queen. It's a PSA 10, pop 29, selling at auction for $205. This one's down 49% from its all-time high of $405 back in October of 2021. This sale is about $20 lower than a sale of the same card earlier this month. I do like this card in PSA 10 at this price point though. Number 4. From the Booster Pack tin, we have the secret rare monster card, Jinzo. It's a PSA 9, pop 50, selling as a buy it now for $220. This one's actually a new all-time high in the card, a 22% increase from that previous all-time high of $180 back in October of 2020. I'm pretty surprised that Jinzo sells for this low of a price and a decently high grade. Number 3. From the Booster Pack tin, we have the secret rare monster card, Dark Magician. It's the 001 version. It's a PSA 8, pop 45, selling as a best offer for $250. That's a drop of 55% from its all-time high of $550 back in December of 2020. This is the biggest drop of all tin cards from their all-time high this week, and it's also the lowest graded card to make the list. Number 2. From Collector's Tin 1, we have the Secret Rare Monster card Blade Knight. It's a PSA 10, Pop 23, selling as a buy it now for $325. It's down just 8% from its all-time high of $354 back in March of 2021. That's the lowest drop from all-time high of all of the tin cards. I'm pretty indifferent about this card myself, though. Number 1. From the Booster Pack tin, we have the Secret Rare Monster card Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's a PSA 9, Pop 92, selling at auction for $460. That's a drop of 43% from its all-time high of $800 back in March of 2021. The Secret Rare Red Eyes was a clear fan favorite in the comments of the last video. We'll see if that pattern keeps up. Now on to the top reprint set sales of the past week. I've got 3 notable sales to go over. Number 3. From Dark Revelations 1, we have the Ultra Rare Fusion Monster Dark Paladin. It's a PSA 9, Pop 14, selling as a best offer for $200. It's actually a new all-time high on the card, a 167% increase from the previous all-time high of $75 all the way back in 2018. It's crazy that we've had no sales with this card for 4 years. This could be a good item for collectors who really like the corrected artwork of Dark Paladin, but can't afford the Magician's Force version. Number 2. From Dark Beginning 1, we have the Ultra Rare Monster card Exodia the Forbidden One. It's a PSA 10, just a Pop 5, selling as a buy it now for $659. That's down 56% from its all-time high sale of $1,495 back in November of 2020. This one really seems like a good deal to me. It's an extremely low population and a really iconic monster card as well. Number 1. From Retro Pack 2, we have the Secret Rare Monster card Blue-Eyes Shining Dragon. It's a PSA 8, Pop 24, selling at auction for $1,125. This is a new all-time high in the card, a 10% increase from that previous all-time high of $1,025 just a couple months ago in January of 2022. A PSA 9 copy of the card actually sold last week for $1,900, just $800 more than this week's PSA 8 sale. Next, on to the top starter deck sales of the past week, aka how many starter deck Kaiba Blue-Eyes have sold. Number 6. From starter deck Kaiba, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card Blue-Eyes White Dragon. It's a PSA 5, Pop 62 on that, selling at auction for $291. That's a drop 44% down from its all-time high of $520 back in April of 2021. It's surprising to see that the PSA 5 copy of Blue-Eyes has essentially held its value just as well as the PSA 9 and PSA 10 copies. Number 5. From starter deck Kaiba, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card Blue-Eyes White Dragon. It's a PSA 7, Pop 58, selling at auction for $382. This one's down 70% from its all-time high of $1,275 back in January of 2022, just a couple months ago. There was a suspicious sale of this card for $3,500 that I left off, as that's higher than the PSA 8 all-time high even. So I don't think that was a legitimate sale, leaving its all-time high at $1,275. Number 4. From starter deck Kaiba, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card Blue-Eyes White Dragon. This one's a BGS 8.5, selling at auction for $910. This sale is a bit lower than last week's PSA 8 copy. However, the PSA cards tend to get a bit of a premium over BGS, so I guess that seems pretty reasonable. Number 3. We have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card, you guessed it, Blue-Eyes White Dragon. However, this one's Asian English. It's graded a BGS 9.5, selling at auction for $1,405. I'm kind of surprised this didn't sell for more, although many collectors will lose interest due to the BGS grading and the Asian English version of the card. Number 2. From starter deck Kaiba, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card, Blue-Eyes White Dragon, Asian English once again. This one, however, is a PSA 9, Pop 46, selling as a buy it now for $1,800. This is down just 1% from its all-time high of $1,817 back in May of 2021. Very interesting to see that the PSA 9 copy of the card sold for more than the BGS 9.5. You also never know when you look at pictures of the card, if the BGS 9.5 had a notable ding on it that the graders miss and the PSA 9 looked a lot more clean, that could explain the difference as well. Number 1. From starter deck Kaiba, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Monster card, Blue-Eyes White Dragon. This one's a PSA 9, Pop 170, selling as a best offer for $2,700. That's a drop of 43% from its all-time high of $4,750 back in May of 2021. This card has the highest population by a large margin of all the different starter deck Blue-Eyes sales this week. And now we'll wrap things up with 2 tournament pack sales from the past week. Number 2. From Tournament Pack 2, we have the base rare Magic card, Revival of Dakura Rider. It's a PSA 10, Pop 11, selling as a best offer for $300. There are no recorded sales of this card on the PSA website. However, a couple of weeks ago, we did see one sell in PSA 9 for $204. That means this PSA 10 selling for $300 seems pretty reasonable. Number 1. From Tournament Pack 5, we have the Ultra Rare Monster card, Luminous Soldier. We had 2 of these sell last week and another one this week. This one's a PSA 10 Pop 34, selling at auction for $460. It's down 52% for its all-time high of $625 back in April of 2020. Now this sale is $60 lower than the sale from last week. However, it's pretty much right in line with where we expect the market to be. That's the end of this week's Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch.